morning, classes. I hope you had a wonderful Monday and Tuesday. So, for today's lesson is lesson 7. We're going to talk about manifest destiny. Now, to talk about this, we're going to do something called a DBQ. Now, we've done this multiple times, but again, I'm going to review this all for you. So, again, let's just start from the top. The lesson crucial question, or LCQ, is what role did manifest destiny play in the expansion of the United States? So in this activity, you're going to learn what manifest destiny is and how it played a major factor in expanding the United States from the East Coast to the West Coast. So some of our directions. So a DBQ stands for document-based question, in case you didn't know, or a quick review. So we're going to analyze the documents and answer the short answer questions that follow each document in the space provided. The short answer responses for all answers. So this means we're going to do everything in complete sentences. Now, I need you to remember that you need to do this in complete sentences, or it's going to be returned to you with notes saying you need to redo it in complete sentences and you will not receive credit for it. So please remind yourself of that as we move forward. So, document 1, or first document, is our graph. It's Oregon's population. So I want to go over this graph with you. Below what we have here is individual people in the tens of thousands. So we have 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, all the way up to 100,000 individual people. On the bottom axis, we have years. So this is 1805, 1841, 1870, and 1900. Our dotted line, as you see here and goes upward, is non-Indian or non-Native American individuals, and this solid line is Native American individuals or tribes. So your job will be to look at this chart and kind of decide what these lines mean going up and down. So our first question, what happened to the population of non-Native American settlers from 1805 to 1900? So as you can see, here's 1805 to 1900. You're going to tell me in complete sentences what happened to the population of non-Native Americans or European settlers. All right, that moved westward. Then down here, what happened to the Native American population from 1805 to 1900? So you're going to pretty much tell me what these lines mean in your own words. And again, complete sentences. Now, as we scroll down to document 2, what we have here is a poster or an advertisement. Now, for this poster and advertisement, you're going to answer a few questions. According to this poster, what did the West offer new settlers? So you need to read this. I know some of it's hard to read, but the answers are in the bold and big print that are easy enough to read. So what did the West offer to these new settlers? And when we say the word West, we're talking about the land that's out there. What did it offer to these people? What could they get for their money? What would they do out there? Finally, what economic incentives or discounts on land? So think about credit or interest. And when you read this poster, you're going to see these words, credit and interest. Credit is just like a credit card, is where you get to buy something and pay for it later. Interest means every payment you got to pay a little percent more on how much you owe, okay? Given to draw settlers to the West. Finally, who or person or company, kind of breaking this down for you, offered the land to sell to the settlers. So what company or what person put this advertisement together, this poster together, and offered this to the people? Now, before we go on to document 3, you need to read this passage. It even says read before moving on to document 3. This gives you the definition of manifest destiny. So I really want you to understand this. So I'm going to read this one to you. The term manifest destiny refers to the idea that Americans not only had the right to expand across the continent to the Pacific coast, but they had the responsibility to do so. Since it was considered to be God's will, this passionate desire to expand had an enormous impact on the relations between the government of the United States and the native people of North America, as well as its relations with Mexico and other countries of the Americas. That is key, and you're going to use that moving forward. So for this next one, you are going to read this small passage on John O'Sullivan. He was a reporter for the morning news. So you're going to read this little passage and you're going to answer this question. What does O'Sullivan suggest Americans should be able to possess or own by right of manifest destiny? What reasons does he give? So again, you will answer this in complete sentences, these two questions. Down here, I obviously have a few other definitions to help you out that you can find right here, 1, 2, and 3. Kind of gives you an idea of what they mean a little bit more in depth. Finally, we're going to move on to document 4. So again, you're going to read this passage. This was written by James Polk, President of the U.S. from 1845 to 1849. So read this passage, and according to this document, document 4, why does President Polk think the U.S. should extend its borders? Based on what you read here. Would he support or oppose manifest destiny, and why? So after you read this, you should be able to make the decision. Does he support or want to support this, or oppose, doesn't like manifest destiny? You need to be able to tell me which one. Now, we're going to bring this all together. Why did people support manifest destiny? I kind of want you to do this in a complete sentence. And then finally, we're going to do our post-it note. What role did manifest destiny play in the expansion of the United States? This will also be done in complete sentences. Now, when you do this, you will have all day Wednesday and all day Thursday to complete this activity. If you would like to submit this, either if you finish it on Wednesday, you may submit it. If you finish it on Thursday, you can submit it. If you feel you need more time, that is okay. You have until Sunday at 5 o'clock to submit your first one and this one, and even the third one that we'll go over on Friday. So again, we're doing 3 assignments over a 7-day period. Now again, you may turn them in early, or you can wait until Sunday and turn them in before 5 p.m. And that's how you're going to be earning credit. All right. Now, if you have any questions, please feel free to talk to me. You can either email me, and we can talk that way. We can set up a Google Meet and have a FaceTime and have that conversation, or you can send me texts on the Remind app. And finally, if you want to send me a private message or a message through my Google Class, you're more than welcome to do that. But here's the key thing, guys. You must press submit. It will always appear in the right side of your screen. You have to submit the document. Do not share it with me. I repeat, do not share your work with me moving forward. You must submit it online. And when you're done with the assignment and you upload it to the Google Class, you must press submit to submit it to earn credit. All right? Again, do not share any more documents with me. We're moving 100% online. Okay? So let me know if you have any questions. And I'll wish you guys the best, and have a wonderful day.